Alright, time now is 11:34 a.m. in the morning on March 16th. Yeah, I had a good sleep. I slept from 4 a.m. to 11:10. Um, yeah, again, I try my best to sleep earlier, but I just can't. And B, I I don't know, I had a very vivid but somewhat cold and worrisome of a dream where I and Cedric have to work together because we had to do this interview in order to get inside America. An American interview, and there are a set of questions and we need to rehearse them, and it's very nerve-wracking. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have much else to do for today, really. So, I'll do everything as planned. There isn't anything all that special to do today, other than a movie review video, an album review. There's college homework. I'm gonna cook myself some small potatoes and eat some roast beef, and plus some eggs for brunch. And then afterwards, I'm going to go out and buy some takeout from Tiato's Kitchen, which I know it's gonna be very expensive and pricey, but it's okay once in a while. So I'm gonna do that and then come back home and I'm gonna just eat that thing, and then I'm gonna go out again for Film 31 class. I don't know how will Thomas the Chinese Dude react. Like I'm just not interested in his project at all. And I can't really tell him that because I still have an entire semester with him. So the good thing about college and universities is that if you hate someone and you don't speak to that someone, it's okay. That someone will disappear within a period of time. But in secondary school, it doesn't work like that. You stay with that person for 6 years. But yeah, Tom's a Chinese dude. I'll still stick along, you know. I'll still be like, haha, yeah. But and I'm gonna have to branch out. I'm gonna speak to Pepper. Hopefully, she's more, you know, close to me, I guess. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. I don't know. The room is so cold. I don't know what's wrong. The room is so damn cold. And yeah, my main goals, my again, level 1 food, shelter, and what's the other thing? College grades, right? So, and the shelter also includes opening a bank account. So again, on Thursday I'll do laundry, and then I'll go outside to open a bank account. Was Thursday a bad idea? Cause that's also that there's also a Spanish class on Thursday. I don't know. Don't know. Really, do not know. Maybe I could wake up earlier tomorrow morning to do all that stuff. And then yeah, I guess that's all. Gonna try my best to keep this optimistic, not optimistic, but this fight mindset going on. God, this room is so cold. Why is it so cold? There we go. Roast beef, 4 small potatoes cut in half, 1 egg, some fried spinach. Alright, time now is 3:18 p.m. and I'm gonna go for a bit of an adventure here. Oh my god, it's so fucking shiny. Why did I forget my sunglasses? I don't know. It's insanely shiny right now. So I'm going to buy lunch, and I'm going to go to a restaurant called Tiato's Kitchen, and let's hope takeout is available. Let's hope it isn't some super ultra expensive crazy stuff, and let's hope I can find food, and let's hope it all goes well. It's a bit of a mini adventure. Okay, I believe it's this direction. All right. Okay, here it is. Let's hope this place is legit. And according to Google, this place is in Georgia, which I disagree wholeheartedly. Okay, very fancy. Alright, great stuff. Just spoke to a Latino person. Apparently the kitchen is already closed at 3, and I need to look for something else for lunch now. That's amazing. Fuck. Came all the way out here just to be denied. Yeah, alright. That's that. The kitchen is closed at 3, but the bar is still open until 4. So that's how it works. So I'll be sure to remember that next Wednesday. So right now, I'm going to just maybe buy Subway or yeah, I'll buy Subway. And, buy Subway stored at home, or buy Carl's Jr. I think that's totally acceptable as well, because I already had Subway like last week. Okay, kill me. So you know what? I've decided on Subway because Subway is cheaper, but also I ate a chicken sandwich yesterday. I ate a chicken sandwich last Wednesday. I don't want to eat another burger-shaped thing again. So let's just eat a Subway instead. Oh, Americans, man. Damn, this road looks good though. Very green, lots of flowers. And of course there's a flag there. God damn it. Alright, here we are once again. This is Jamba Juice. Interesting. And then there's this weird place again. This is a salon, barber shop, and then this is a place, Japanese grill. Looks interesting. I don't know. I may want to try it. All right. Time now is 4:17 p.m. I'll be leaving this place in about an hour and a half. Actually, even less. But updates. Woo! So about an hour ago, I left this place in search for lunch. Went to Tiato's Kitchen. Turns out it's closed. RIP. Spoke to a Latino, and he said it's closed. Alright, so next thing you know, I go to Subway. And it was a long ass walk. It was so hot. I wanted to take out my phone and film. I don't even want to. Actually, it's so tiresome and it's so hot. And I'm wearing long sleeve clothes with an undershirt. I'm literally burning. So I arrived at Subway and I got curious. I saw this sign and it says Starbucks, Subway, Jamba Juice, and this Sansai, this Japanese grill place. And I'm like, ooh, interesting. So I decided to check out, and I thought to myself, you know what? Screw it. Why eat Subway? I mean, I should try new things, right? So I went to this grill restaurant, and as expected, it's just this fast food-ish restaurant too, except it serves tempura, yakisoba, and you know, stuff like that. Basically, bit of sushi, but I wouldn't dare to try the sushi. But there are rolls. So I'm like, okay, can I have a yakisoba with chicken? And then the guy said, sure. Would you like, oh, did I even film the inside of that place? I don't think I did. And I said, and then the guy asked me what salads do I want, and I have to pick 2 out of the 3. And then that's it, not even drinks included. And it's $12, but plus taxes, it's 13.23, which is kind of expensive. But then again, it's LA, so what do you expect? And so I got it and bought it, walked all the way back home, and then here I am. And yeah, again, it's kind of expensive. I'd rather cook, but then again, I'd rather not because cooking takes a lot of time, and I'm gonna be honest here, I don't have a lot of time now. Now, and also once in a while, it's totally fine. Okay. Anyways, came back home and I received a text message at around 3:48 p.m. from a guy named Bernard, and Bernard is house owner, apartment owner, and again for the last couple of days, my mom has been searching for apartments on Zillow.com and is trying to search for a more permanent place for me to live in. That's not this Airbnb with a popcorn ceiling. So yeah, finally I got a response, which is amazing. I mean, again, flashback to the first week of March when I was struggling super hard to just find a place to live in. This is a great actually. So he messaged me and he said, you said you want to look for an apartment. Hey Enoch, you want to look for an apartment? Please call me back. So I called him back immediately before I even washed my face and washed my hair. And he picked up, and he's a dude with a European accent. And I said my piece. Hi, I'm Enoch. I'm a college student. I need a place to live. Blah 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 blah. And he asked me if I earn any income, and I said no, not at all. And then I thought I was in trouble because he said, well, if you don't earn any income, then you can't really sign the thing because you can't really sign the agreement because you need someone like. You need to have income, you need to have a credit score and all that stuff. And I immediately said, oh no, I have a friend who has income. And he asked me if I have cash, if I can handle the $2,000, which by the way, $1,950, kind of expensive, but you know what? It's at least $200 less expensive than this place per month. And B, perhaps in the future I can negotiate. Perhaps. And that is a huge perhaps. But still, you know what? As long as I have shelter, as long as I have a nice place to live in, you know what? It's a-okay. It's a little bit of money, actually a lot of money, but man's gotta survive too, you know? Desperate times, desperate measures. So, yeah, he asked me if I have cash, and I said, I don't have a lot of cash on me right now. I have about 500-ish. But I said I have opened a bank account, which, by the way, is false. I haven't opened a bank account at Chase yet. I'll do that tomorrow morning. But I said I've opened a bank account, and I said I can get as much cash I want. It's from my mom. And he said, okay, when will you be free? And I said, okay, Saturday, Friday. And so he said, okay, tell me when, call me back, and I'll show you around. So that's that. Real nice. I hope it doesn't get taken, and I hope it's not a race situation again like last time with Bernie, where it's a race between me and the other guy, and I think the other guy will get it. Had already gotten it, but you know. So yeah. All right, here it is. 13.23, I think. US dollars. Looks pretty okay. I stored it in the fridge a little bit because the salad's supposed to be cold, but the fried noodles, the yakisoba, I'm pretty sure it's cooled down already. So, I don't know. I think it's still warm though. Is it still warm? I put it in the fridge for like an hour. Okay, but, well, let's try it then. Right. Let's grab a fork. Actually, I only need a fork. I don't need anything else for this meal. And then I'll drink a sip of water. Okay. Alright. Let's try this salad first. Not that bad. Sort of a refreshing citrus taste with a bit of sesame oil. Okay, let's try this cabbage salad. The one that looks the best. Okay. Alright. Let's try the Yakisoba chicken. The steak, yakisoba, is like $1 more expensive. So I picked chicken, but next time I'll try something more expensive. It's fine, it's just $1 difference. Actually, it's not. It's slightly more because of the tax. You know what? It's not bad. It's not warm anymore, but that's fine. It's not cold. I wouldn't say it's cold. And it's actually not that bad. Oh, okay. 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 You know what? This is better than I thought it would be. It's better. So yeah, $13 US is a little expensive, but you know what? I like it. 8 out of 10. Japanese grill. Let's try the veggies in the yakisoba. Also, this is healthy. It has veggies in the yakisoba. There's veggies here. Very healthy. Alright, it's a little burnt though. The chicken is slightly burnt. Or I think that's because of the sauce, maybe? Nah, it's actually burnt. But yeah, overall it's not bad. I have to finish the thing in about 20 minutes, and then I'll immediately leave. Alright, it's 5:48. I think I'm gonna be late. I mean, if I walk faster, I can probably arrive in that place in about 5 minutes. But still, it tends to start early. So I gotta really walk really fast. I don't want to run though. Alright, it's 10:53. Just took this out of the fridge. You know what? I'll eat it cold. It's totally fine. And then I'm gonna eat an apple, and then that's it. Yay. Alright, time now is 11 p.m. and what can I say? More interesting developments. So I had fun. Today was a good day. For some reason. I mean, 2 days ago, I was sad as hell, and I felt like shit. And now I feel the opposite. No, well, not the exact opposite, but I don't feel like shit. I feel kind of good now. And I don't really know why. But here's some apples. Cheers. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about what happened today. So, after I wasn't late. I thought I would be late. I wasn't late. I was, I guess, like early by 3 minutes ish, which is not bad. And at that point, there weren't a lot of people inside the classroom, and most of them are still waiting outside of the classroom. So before I even got into the building, so there's a campus, and campus have multiple buildings. So there's a campus, there's a building, and inside the building there's a classroom. So on the campus, outdoors still, I already ran into Thomas the Chinese dude, and I saw him in the distance, and I thought to myself, okay, is he going to be mad at me? Is he going to be like angry? Like, yo, are you not passionate about my super awesome project? I saw him, and I didn't know what he would say. He said, "What's up?" And then of course, I replied, "Okay, yeah, what's up?" And then he suddenly told me that there's a test, and I'm like, "What? What?" So apparently there's a quiz, not really a test, more like a quiz today, and I only learned about it today. And then I remembered, oh, I think the professor mentioned it last week, but I had totally forgotten about it. So to be honest, I didn't feel scared because I know for a fact that I'm confident in this, okay? Like so far in this course, we've learned about narrow lenses, wide-angled lenses, f-stops. Or actually, we didn't even learn about f-stops. Yes, f-stops is another course. It's a cinematography course. So you know what? That's not a lot of stuff. I remember it all. So okay, we sat down and the seats have changed. The seat positions have changed. There were fewer seats in the second row. And since I think Nicole, the white girl, dropped the class. So originally Nicole, the white girl, sits beside Thomas, the Chinese dude. Now that there are fewer seats in the second row, I thought, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to sit with the Chinese dude. Because I don't think he's mad at me or anything, so whatever, I'll just sit with him. So I sat at the front row. And then at around, actually at exactly 6:02 p.m., Pepper came. And I also thought, okay, Pepper's just going to avoid me and sit in the row behind me, which has some vacant seats. No, Pepper sat beside me, to my right. Which is cool. So now I can just turn left, turn right. I have people to talk to. Even though I kind of don't want to speak to Thomas the Chinese dude at that moment. Alright, the quiz came, and there's an ant on the ground. Oh my god. Okay, so the quiz came, and it's a piece of paper. It's actually 2 pieces of paper, and it's such a waste of paper. It's such a waste of trees. Like, it's 2 pieces of paper, but it's 8 questions, 8 multiple choice questions, but the text is so huge, and it has some unnecessary design to it. Like usually multiple choice questions is like the question and then A, B, C, D, and you just circle or tick one. But no, in this exam paper, in this quiz, it's a circle and then a smaller circle in the middle, and the smaller... Fuck, are you kidding me? Climbed onto my leg. Oh my god, you've got to be serious. Okay, I'm gonna wash my leg later. Alright, let's continue. So, the smaller circle is the question, and the larger circle has 4 bubbles up, down, left, right, and these 4 circular bubbles are the multiple choices. And one of these huge circles owns half the page, which is ridiculous. So, but yeah, after finishing the quiz, which took about like half a minute, we had to pass the quiz to the person to the right. So Pepper, I gave my quiz to Pepper, and Pepper marked me, and Thomas gave his quiz to me, and then the guy at the very end, to the very, very right, had to give the quiz to Thomas, who's at the very left. So I got full marks, 8 out of 8. I didn't even study, 8 out of 8, easy. Thomas got 6, and I don't know how much Pepper got, but probably not full mark. And not a lot of people got 8, so I don't know why. I guess people are stupid. But yeah, I feel like it's because I also went to Film 40 cinematography course, and cinematography course is also about similar things, so I just kind of remember from that as well at the same time, so I have reinforcement. But yeah, so afterwards there's the class and no hands-on today, it's just all sitting down, all lecture, and then the break comes, and um so it appears that Thomas the Chinese dude is not angry at me, which is cool, and not dominant as well. So last time we spoke, um, he's like, oh, you hate my idea? Okay, so okay, you do you, I do I. But so that was very mean. That was not very mean, but somewhat mean, somewhat. And it was a dominant act. Like, okay, fine. I decide what to do. I decided for you that you don't want to collaborate with me. I decide that for you. But this time he doesn't act that way for some reason, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna continue chatting with you because I'm a nice dude. I give people second chances, right? And I'm kind to people, So I originally wanted to speak to Pepper. So what happened was, I actually stayed behind the classroom this time because Pepper immediately opened up her tablet to do some homework, and so I waited her a little bit, and then Thomas, the Chinese dude, waited for me a little bit, and then us three, we walk out at the same time. And Pepper had to go to the bathroom, and she gave me her tablet, so I held it for her. And Thomas like, okay, let's go outside. So I told Pepper like, oiga and it's so funny speaking in Cantonese in front of a Chinese dude. So the Chinese dude's confused, and I said, I thought, it would be rude to say a language he doesn't know in front of him. So I said, I'm basically saying we're going outside. And then Thomas, the Chinese dude, said, oh, I thought you were saying hao chi, like tasty, like delicious. Turns out it means outside. And then Thomas, the Chinese dude, said, man, Cantonese is so confusing. I prefer Mandarin. And I'm not offended by that, but sheesh, don't ever say that to any Hong Kongers. They will beat yo ass. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we talked a lot about stuff. Yeah, so at some point, so I and Thomas the Chinese dude is outside of the building, and we're walking around just talking about new short film ideas. He said that he realized that I'm not very passionate about the idea and decided that maybe we should work on a different idea. And he himself had realized that it's not very great as well. So that's a relief. Yeah, so we talked and talked, and I talked mostly about, USC and UCLA application and all that stuff. And how, like, it doesn't, portfolio matters, but not as much as personal statement. If your personal statement is shit, they will not be interested in even checking out your portfolio. Personal statement comes first. That always comes first. And then it's the essays. They read your essays, and then they see your short film. Portfolio is like, it's not the top thing. It's not the most important. Pepper came to us. I gave her the tablet back. She ran back into the building outside of the classroom doing her homework. And so I and Thomas the Chinese dude, we circled around this little staircase area, and we just walked again and again and again in laps. And then at the end, I'm like, oh, okay. So it was cold, but it wasn't super cold. So I wore the jacket like I was Mifune Toshiro in Yojimbo. Like it was just hanging on me. I didn't put in my arms through the sleeve, so I was looking kind of cool, like a samurai. And I was leaning against a wall, and I was like an anime character for a second. But yeah, and then Thomas the Chinese dude went to the bathroom, and then it's like, cool. So Thomas is in the bathroom. I and Pepper can talk now, even though we don't have a lot of time left before the break ends. So I and Pepper sat beside each other outside of the classroom, and I asked her questions like, I asked her a bunch of stuff like, So, actually during class I asked her, like, so other film people, right? Like other film production majors. And I asked her this because I want to hang out with her and I want an excuse to hang out with her. And what's the excuse? The excuse is film. And that's a great excuse because there aren't a lot of film production majors East Asians. Um, and again, I'm taking Cedric's advice a little bit too because Cedric told me to avoid Hong Kongers at all costs. Not really at all costs, but like just just try. But I think it's different in the UK, different here. Here it's a community college. In the UK, it's a university, so it's different with a dorm. But yeah, um, I asked Pepper about application again, like why didn't you apply to USC? And apparently that's because her IELTS isn't high enough. Her IELTS score. Um, and I realized that in order for me to apply to USC, I also need to take the IELTS again, or I could do Duolingo, which is a little bit cheaper. Apparently, according to Pepper, I can do Duolingo 3 times, and it's um, uh, 3 times Duolingo is basically 1 time IELTS in terms of cost. But okay, anyways, spoke more with Pepper, and apparently, Pepper, she received an offer from CSULA, Cal State Los Angeles, except she rejected the offer because it's Cal State, it's not great. And then Pepper said she also received an offer from University of California, Riverside, which is super friggin' far away. And she asked me if I think she should stay for another half a year in this college. And because Riverside isn't great at filmmaking, as opposed to USC and UCLA and LMU and Chapman, and but then again, maybe she should just accept it now and go there. So I don't know, Pepper's decision really. But yeah, I also told her that I'm taking Spanish class now on Thursday because tomorrow, on every Thursdays there are screenings, right? My professor put on these screenings. The ant is back. Holy shit! So my professor put on these screenings in the auditorium, on the other in the other room every Thursday, and I said I can't go because I got Spanish class, and that kind of interested Pepper because Pepper's boyfriend is Spanish speaking, or at least her close friend. Her close friend. We all know it's her boyfriend. So, she asked me if I could introduce myself in Spanish, and I said yeah, but slowly and with basic words. And then before I could perform it for Pepper, because Pepper wanted me to do it, I don't even want to do it. Professor went back in. All right, class continues, and blah 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 blah. Class ends. We left, and again, Pepper stayed behind to ask a question, and I decided to stay with Pepper, and Thomas, the Chinese dude, decided to stay with me. So it's just us three and a couple others in the classroom, and then all three of us left. All right, so I live nearby, but Pepper doesn't, and Pepper's walking the opposite direction. But you know what? Screw it. I want to walk. I want to exercise. So Thomas the Chinese dude, and Pepper walked a little bit. And at first, it's just me and Pepper speaking Cantonese because it feels weird speaking to Pepper in English. Because English is not her strong suit. But then at the same time, I don't want to come off rude to Thomas the Chinese dude. So, yeah, again, I want to I want to be very subtle about it, but I want to hint that I want to hang out with her. Not even like a date, just like, if you're interested, let's hang out. So I told Pepper, like, in the future, if you want to do short films, like, just, let's do it. Let's collaborate. And Pepper's like, yeah, sure. And then a little bit later, Pepper told Thomas that she lives in Koreatown now. And I said, for the last couple of months I've been here in LA, I've not been to Koreatown yet. And Pepper said, let's go there together. And that's awesome. It shows that Pepper isn't disinterested of me, unlike how I thought, because I always assume people hate me. I don't know why. But yeah, so that's that. And we also talk a lot about some other stuff um jobs. So this is really freaking interesting, and I need to stand up to talk about it because this now we're getting into interesting territory. So one of the biggest things I wanted to do, one of the most important things I wanted to do when I came to LA is I wanted to find a job. Why? Because everybody's got a job. Natalie's got a job. Friggin' Leo's intern. Pink's got a job. Like everybody's got a job, but I don't. I'm the loser. I'm the child. Well, guess what? I need to be a man. I want to earn money. I want to earn profit and provide. Maybe not for my family, but I mean, yes, for my family, but I'm just a kid still. But you get the idea. I want to start from the bottom. Okay, I want to work jobs. I want to have job experience. So I really want to go to a job, and a couple days ago, Potter told me that he's got a job at a poke bowl restaurant. And I'm not going to tell you where because you're going to find out. And if you do, I'm going to hunt you down and kill you. But I thought, okay, this is weird. This is an anomaly because we international students cannot work outside of the campus. Or can we? We can do it, but it would be illegal, but we can still do it. So part of me was wondering, what if this is like a normal thing? What if tons of international students are secretly working? We just don't know it. So I suddenly asked Pepper, do you want to get a job? And Pepper's like, yes, actually I was thinking about this a couple days ago. And so Pepper told me that some of her friends, also international students, also immigrants, are also illegally working with a fake ID. And I asked her, and a little bit later when we were leaving and when both me and Thomas were walking Pepper to her bus stop, I asked Pepper, like, where did those people get their fake IDs? And Pepper said, black market. And I thought, haha, black market, funny. Seriously? And Pepper's like, yeah. So, I did mention that, wow, break the law, yes, interesting, we should do it. And I said, I've only broken the law once, and that is the time I wore a mask in Hong Kong. And Thomas didn't know this, and so Pepper basically explained it to Thomas. Oh yeah, because of the protest, the government, for a brief period of time, banned wearing masks. And Pepper asked me, what, were you arrested? And I'm like, no, but I did wear a mask. All right. And then, I don't know at which point, but we started talking about languages. Like, oh yeah, so I was talking about, Spanish class, how I took it, but I was stupid. I shouldn't have taken it because apparently international students don't have to take it. But I did take it because I had no idea that we don't have to take it. So I took it, and yeah, and then we talked about Money Heist, like, because Pepper loves Money Heist, and then I asked Thomas if he's seen it, and Thomas said he hadn't, and then I asked her, have you seen Euphoria? And then Pepper said she hadn't, and I asked, okay, have you seen this? And then everybody's like, oh, we haven't. Oh man, I'm so knowledgeable in the world of film. I'm just kidding. But still, you get the idea. All right, let's continue. 20 minutes already. So at some point, I talked about how I don't know who came up with this first. It's either Pepper or me, but like, I want to learn Japanese. I think it was Pepper who came up with this first. Like, I don't know how did this happen? How did we get to that point? Like, at some point we were talking about Spanish and then it changed to Japanese. Like, you could learn Japanese too or something. And then I said, yeah, oh, right, because I said Spanish, and Pepper said, actually, we should learn Japanese because Japanese is the closest to Chinese, so it would be easier for us to learn. And I said, yeah, that's true. And also, I watch a lot of anime, so I can just put two and two together, and, I would probably be pretty good at it, to be honest. And then, yeah, yeah, and then again, we're talking about languages, and I asked Thomas if he's seen Money Heist actually, and then he said La Casa de Papel, claro, and then I'm like, yeah, claro que sí, and I said yo veo también, and Thomas like, what? I said, oh, I watched too, so there's that, and then at that point we were already at the end. Pepper crossed the road, and as we were saying goodbye, I said sayonara, just which actually doesn't mean goodbye in Japanese. It means farewell forever. So I then corrected myself saying Jana, and then magical moment. Pepper turned around and was like Matane, and then I'm like Matane, and that's so cool. Like for a moment there, I'm actually proud of myself. Like I like Spanish, Japanese, Cantonese, Mandarin, English. I can collect languages like infinity stones. So it was one really awesome moment. And again, like, there's something so cool about it. It's just awesome. Um, and oh yeah, I, I said okay on the matter of jobs again. Like I said, I'm living in this area now, and trying to find a job at a restaurant in this area is tough because it's all big buildings. It's tough, and it's easy to get found out because it's near the campus. But once I've moved, maybe if I've moved to Sawtell or something, I could work there because Sawtell is just a bunch of East Asians, right? And Pepper's like, oh, I know a friend who's also working there, illegally also. So yeah, so job level 3, level 2 is friends, level 3 job. So yeah, there's that. Okay, I told D that I would either visit the rental apartment on Friday or Saturday, and D said he's free on Friday morning. So more development on that. Let's hope it's close to Sawtell because Sawtell seems like an opportune land to find a job. All right, quick little update. Time now is 1:59 a.m. I haven't finished Nightmare Alley. I'm just gonna go to bed right now. I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed. I wanted to call my mom to tell her a bunch of things, but she didn't reply until a while later into the movie. She suddenly called me, so I spoke to her on the phone for about 6 minutes in WhatsApp, and I told her about the whole job situation. And this made me think a little bit. Yeah, today was fun and hopeful and all, but um, I don't know, man. This is just one of the, I guess, fuck, man, fuck. I told, I honestly, I don't know what else would I expect from mom. I don't know what else would I expect from mom when I told her that I'd like to get a job, and I should be able to get a job outside of my campus, even though it's illegal, but I should at least try. And she said, "Hell no." No, she didn't say that. It's in Cantonese, but she said something along the lines of no, don't do it. You already had enough crazy stuff happening here. Don't do it. And this made me reevaluate. I mean, I'm a careful person. I'm extremely careful, in fact. I am so careful. It's astonishing how careful I am. I'm a better safe than sorry kind of person. I calculate everything. I make plan B's, plan C's. That's how I work. That's how I roll. The thing is, I also try my best to not do that, to be careful, because if I want to live a life, I kind of want to do that. So, the dilemma here is that I thought, okay, if everybody's doing it, if Pepper wants to do it, if Potter's doing it already, and if Pepper's friends are doing it, and according to Pepper, it's very common for people to do it, I guess I could do it too. I mean, not right now, but in the future, maybe in April or May. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I shouldn't do it because it's just too much. Like again, I've had enough shit happen to me in the last couple of months, right off the bat with the Delta Airlines, the phone call, the bank account issue, with the host almost getting COVID, mask crisis, keys crisis, um, the whole stuff with going to the Chinatown church, bank account got hacked, have to move again, and all the small food issues, shelter issues, like it's been rough for me. But what if, okay, so right now the thought is, okay, let's make my life here a little bit easier for myself. I'm going to focus on the food, focus on the shelter, focus on going to college, focus on going to university, focus on getting to university, and just not do anything about the whole jobs thing. You know what? The people I know, they can go to do jobs, but me, I'm going to stay safe. I'm going to stay at home. I'm going to be a good boy. I'm not going to try anything dangerous. If my friends get find out and they get caught, too bad. I'm fine though. I'm totally fine. They can't catch me. I didn't know this. I have no idea. Now I could do that. Or think about it this way. It's a level thing. It's a video game. I'm playing a video game. My life is a video game, all right? This food, this shelter thing. Now, food, I'm going to get the hang of it, all right? I'm going to go to the supermarket. I'm going to cook. I know what to do. I know what to do. Once I get the hang of it, once I know how much money I spend, once I know how much nutrition I'm receiving, I can get the hang of it, right? Shelter. I mean, once I get the rental apartment, even though a little expensive, I'm going to get the hang of it. I'm going to stay there for a long ass time, almost permanently, until I move to a uni dorm. Now get this. How am I going to get the hang of food? Money. How am I going to get the hang of the rental apartment? Money. Cash. The world runs in cash, and I'm in LA. Everything is about cash. And, yeah, I'm going to settle down, okay? I'm going to, food issues, shelter issues. Okay, filmmaking. I'm in college. It's not about money, it's more about me. But still, filmmaking requires money. Also about money. So yeah, sure, I can get the hang of the food, the shelter, and the college. Level 1. But, I'm gonna lose some money. And yeah, I mean, that's for my mom. That's why my mom's working. But my mom's working and her job is not paying her much. And my dad's pretty much unemployed. And I'm a 19-year-old. And Natalie's working. Cedric's applying for McDonald's. That's not a lot, but at least it's something. I got to do something. And I go back in time and I see myself lonely walking to the bus stop in my school uniform at night, on the bus listening to music, looking out, staying in my own bedroom, knowing in my mind that bunch of people, okay, Natalie, Leo, Pink, Adam, Topher, they're going out there somewhere, hanging out, having fun, doing something fun and adventurous. I know in my mind that when I'm sulking in my bedroom, crying in loneliness, something interesting happens to Oliver and Kingsley and maybe even Mary. Like they're venturing off to some weird corner in Hong Kong, doing something that's not so moral, maybe not so legal. Or maybe it doesn't have to be something sneaky. It could be something like Model United Nations. It could be something like a club activity, which is less immoral, but just as adventurous and fun. Why am I going to miss the fun? And I know I sound like a child right now, but listen, man. I came to LA to live and serve Hong Kongers. And part of living is to adventure. And my last couple of months is an adventure, sure, but once I settle down, once I get rid of my food issues and my shelter issues and my college issues, then the adventure is going to stop there, right? Or can I go even further? I know I'm a better safe than sorry kind of guy, but that's a flaw. Or in certain circumstances, it's a flaw. Sometimes I gotta live a little. Now, I won't ever do drugs in my life, but I draw lines as oddly as other people draw lines. I feel like I don't know. I honestly don't know. And now I'm going to be both careful and adventurous at the same time. I'm going to consult Potter. I'm going to consult JT. I'm going to consult Pepper. I'm going to consult tons of people. And if I could make more friends, I will. And consult this, consult that. I'm going to wait. Of course, I have to handle level 1 first. And I have to handle level 2, which is friends. After these 2 levels are handled, some time has passed, I will know if this whole doing the job thing works out or not. And if it does work out, I will actually consider. And if something interesting happens, at least I could have an interesting story to tell. If nothing interesting happens, I would still have an interesting story to tell. I will tell Natalie and she'll love it, okay? She's gonna... She won't. She won't care, but at least I will love it, because that's life and I will enjoy it. All right, time now is 9:16 a.m. in the morning. So I slept all the way from 3:10. I went to bed at around 3:10. I didn't immediately fall asleep, so let's say 3:20. So 3:20 to 9. That is a little bit less than 5 hours. It's not bad. It's not bad. I could ask for more really, but I realized that I'm not gonna be able to sleep for a lot for the next 3 days either, because tomorrow morning I plan to visit the apartment, and then Saturday morning obviously college, Sunday morning church. So just 4 days in a row, rip. It's like back in the good old days. But yeah, so the next time I'm gonna have a real nice long sleep is gonna be Monday. Yeah, so it wasn't a good sleep. No, I woke up like 5 times in the middle of it. But near the end, I started to have this dream where it's again me trying to get a job inside the dream. And I was on some mountains or whatever, but I was in some weird place and I was looking for a job. I don't know. At this point, real life is even weirder than my own dreams. But yeah, I woke up this early today because I need to open a Chase account. Chase bank account. And the thing is, I didn't make an appointment over the phone or anything. So maybe that was stupid. Maybe I should have made an appointment yesterday, but today it's already too late. So I'm gonna try to just walk over there, just drop in and see if there are people. Because I forgot to make an appointment. But Chase is probably not as popular as Bank of America, so I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah. So I'm gonna just eat a breakfast. It's a croissant, I think. And then I'm just gonna go, man. I'm just gonna friggin' go to Chase, open up an account, yada 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 yada. Come back home, wash my face, cook, go to Spanish class, Zoom, and then simultaneously today at 4 p.m. there is an international student forum hangout. Speed making friends in high speed activity. I'm not kidding. That's what the event is called. Speed friending, I think it's like speed dating but for friendships. And it's a pizza party. And I can't go. I want to go, but I can't go because I have Spanish. But I also don't want to go because I'm a huge introvert and I'm scared of people. But yeah, I kind of want to go too. Fuck that. And then, yeah, also I'd like to add a couple more things about yesterday's amazing conversation between me and Pepper and also Tom's a Chinese dude. There you can tell a huge cultural difference between me and Pepper and Tom's a Chinese dude. Like, I've never noticed things before, but when I and Pepper speak, and the way I and Pepper do things is one thing, and the way Thomas does things is another thing. So us three, we pass by this weird guy who's probably homeless, and I and Pepper we just try to avoid him. So we just quickly just walk past. And as we were walking past, Thomas, a Chinese dude, said, "Good evening," or "Have a nice day," or something. And I was like, I laughed a little bit because that was awkward. Like, why would you say that? And then Pepper also laughed a little bit. And then Thomas Chinese was like, what? Gotta be friendly. Gotta make friends. You can make friends with strangers. So maybe it's a cultural thing. And it's kind of fascinating because, not only did me and Pepper try to scoot past as fast as possible, but also our reaction to Thomas is a chuckle. Like, that is just, I never noticed this, but that's kind of a Hong Konger thing. Where if you see anything awkward, you react to it with a chuckle. But that's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, I really like, I don't know, man. I really want to hang out with Pepper, and I want to get to know her friends, if that's okay. And sort of expand. I'm still thinking about the whole getting a job thing. But then again, that's far in the future. Like, I'm going to have to focus on level 1 shit first, Alright, here we go. I'm wearing a sunglasses now because it's ridiculously sunny. I went out and then I'm like, fuck, this is too much. So I went back to the house and grabbed my sunglasses. It's so hot. It's like 10:04 right now. I think I'll arrive in about 14 minutes. All is well. All is well. All right. Alright, interesting. It's getting really hot now. I may have to take off my jacket. Wilshire Boulevard. Alright. Alright, come on. Come on. Let me see a Chase Bank. Holy cow. Okay, the hell is this, a restaurant? Right. There it is. Alright. Alright, here I go. Okay, I need to use the other entrance. Okay, here it is. Alright. Time now is 10:23. As expected, I failed. As expected, something went wrong. So apparently this is appointment only. So I can't just walk in and open a bank account. So fuck, I can't open the bank account today, which means that I won't have any cash until, I don't know. But I put down my phone number and I put down my name, and the woman at the counter, she said they're gonna call me back, and they're gonna call me back and set up an appointment, and it's probably gonna be this week, so hopefully tomorrow. And if it's tomorrow, then hopefully it's afternoon. Yeah. Okay, so right now I walked for like 20 minutes just to get here. I feel tired as hell, and I don't like having my time wasted, so you know what, screw it, I'm gonna just take a bus to Ralph's if possible. And yeah, it's gonna be a short bus ride, but who cares, man. I don't want to walk under this sun, so I'm gonna take a bus to Ralph's, buy some groceries, come back home. That's the plan. So I need to use my own hand to pull the string, and the bus overshot by one station. Is this a hospital? I don't even know. I'm gonna walk backwards, and then I'm gonna walk to that direction and buy some stuff. Alright, it's 11:35. Here's what I bought. 2 tomatoes. Okay, star of the show. Box of cookies, raisin and oatmeal, because I originally wanted chocolate, but then I thought, okay, I've been having too much chocolate already lately, so... Okay. A cucumber. I realized that it's been a long time since I've had a cucumber, so... Yeah. Cheddar cheese soup. And I'm buying this because it needs milk. And I want to finish my milk. The real star of the show. Lemonade. I hope it's good. Because if it ain't good, I'm going to be sad. Then... chicken thighs. There's rotisserie chicken. There are no half pies. They're all gone. It's all full pies. But there's rotisserie chicken, but I didn't buy it at the end because I thought, okay, it's too much for me to handle. Let me just buy one of these instead. Okay, so today we're gonna try something a little special. We're going to do dry spaghetti. Spaghetti with nothing but oil, salt and pepper, and garlic. Also, my garlic is sprouting, so I gotta, you know, use it fast. Alright. Alright, time now is 7:22 p.m. So yeah, Spanish class happened, and it was hilarious because the professor was basically like, you know, blinking in and out of existence. But yeah, you know, the problem was fixed a little bit later, and I was called on a couple times. During the Spanish class, I edited my college update video, the collage one from the main channel, and I'm still uploading it, and then I just filmed my movie review. And as I'm importing videos from my phone to my laptop, it's still a huge issue where I just speak too much, especially in March. For some reason, I just speak a lot, so I'm gonna try my best to really for real this time just say as little as possible. But I have a few interesting things to talk about. Okay, right. So the hangout with Pepper and Thomas last night, there's still one more thing I want to mention. Actually, two more things, but two small things. One thing was I finally knew Thomas's age. So Pepper, out of curiosity, like I wanted to ask Thomas as well, but I just kind of forgot about it. But Pepper asked him, "How old are you?" And Thomas said, "I'm 22." And at that moment, I thought to myself, "God damn! Like imagine being 22 and haven't had a girlfriend ever in your life. That must suck ass." But and then we have someone like Thomas who does that. I mean, so it's an illusion. It's a myth that the moment you go to LA, some random bimbo will find you and fuck you. That's not how it works. But anyways, so he's 22, and then Thomas asks us, "How old are we?" And both I and Pepper said it in sync, 19, at the same time, and that was such a cool moment. And then a little bit later, I was joking around. I was talking about how long my hair was, and I said, "Man, I need a haircut." And I said, um, last time my hair was this long, I was only 5 years old. And the way I said it, like, you can tell I've already said it multiple times. Like, I rehearsed this. It was great timing, great comedic timing. And as I was saying this, me, Pepper, and Thomas, the Chinese dude, was walking past a couple Asian bikers, East Asian bikers, on like a bicycle, not a motorcycle, a bicycle, going perpendicularly to us along the train tracks. And they heard me and they like smiled. And I don't mind because I expect this kind of stuff to go outside anyways. But it's just a really weird, funny moment. So that's that. All right. Anyways, back to today. So I have more updates and developments. First of all, during the Spanish class breakout room activity, in the middle of it, my phone buzzed because instead of putting it in silent mode, I put it in buzzing mode, vibration mode. Okay, so it vibrated and I can't really pick it up. I'm in the middle of a breakout room activity. Out of all times, you have to call me now. But after the breakout room activity, I called back. So there's a voicemail, and apparently it's from Chase, the bank, Chase. And one of the bankers told me, was like, "Yo, are you Mr. TSZ? So you want to open an account, blah, blah, blah. Call me back." So I called him back, and there's an arrangement. So I told him, so the bank guy, he told me that he's going to be ready tomorrow. He can open an account for me tomorrow. So that's great. That's amazing. ASAP, as soon as possible. Please do. But I told him that I'm not free tomorrow morning because maybe tomorrow morning I have to visit the rental apartment with D. So I told the banker I'm not free tomorrow morning, but I can do tomorrow afternoon. And he's like, "Okay, 1:30. So, whoops. Tomorrow there's supposed to be a chemistry Zoom class, but I guess I won't be attending. But then that's okay because it's not necessary, it's optional, but still. Okay, fine, whatever. 1:30, I'm gonna head to that Chase Bank again. Okay, so I told D about the whole Chase situation. And then D asked me to ask the Bernard, the guy who owns the rental apartment, if 10 a.m. is okay. So I asked Bernard, and Bernard replied saying, "Nope, only after 12." And then I'm like, okay, shit. So should I visit the rental apartment on a Saturday then, or should I do it like without D, or like when should I do it? Or should I do it like later tomorrow afternoon? But D would not be free. So later D was like, "Oh, then how about like exactly noon?" So I asked Bernard, and Bernard said, "Okay, noon it is." So there we go. We have an arrangement. Tomorrow at noon, I will be visiting the rental apartment. I will write down a checklist on my phone of all the important things, like hot water, in-unit washer and dryer, popcorn sealing, You know, if there are enough tables, air conditioner, TV. Yeah, it's a little expensive, but you know what? If it has all the stuff I need, minus the popcorn ceiling, I would love it. I would just love it. I would be more than grateful for in-unit washers and dryers, working stovetops, and a stable Wi-Fi, and no popcorn ceiling. Like these four things will already make me super happy. Um, and yeah, and then immediately afterwards, I hope D would drive me to the bank, and then D would, you know, he's probably not busy. Oh, also, I ate 2 bits of cookie here. Raisin oatmeal, really good. Also, as I was eating the cookies outside, just like a couple hours ago, the German girl, she showed up. And she's like, I'm gonna go out for a walk, you know, and you know, like, yeah, the weather's nice now, have a nice day, blah, blah, blah. So that's that. Okay, so now it's about to be dinner time. It's going to be quite simple, really. I'm gonna cook myself some rice, a bowl of rice, real nice, and then I'll have a slice of marinated pork chop, because last night I marinated, I put some soy sauce and sprinkled some salt into it. And then spinach salad again. It's I mean, as far as vegetables go, I have the spinach, I have the tomato, and I have the cucumber. So spinach again, it is. Um, and yeah, that's all. Yeah, right. And I forgot to mention that after the break in last night's film class, I was talking about, okay, I got Spanish tomorrow, and oh wait, I've said this already. It's just a really weird moment where Pepper asked me to introduce myself in Spanish, and I feel like she has a thing for Spanish because her boyfriend is a native Spanish speaker. Like I don't know, it's just a really odd moment, and you can kind of tell when somebody is trying to say something a little bit odder than what they would normally say, you know, by the tone of their voice and all. I'm gonna cook. All right, this is my dinner. Time now. Every fucking time, man. Time now is 8:16. All right, spent almost an entire hour to cook this, but it's actually fairly simple. Rice in the rice cooker, fry this, and voila. You know, I originally cut the pork chops in 4 slices. I took 1 slice, so it's 3 slices left. But this is actually 1.5 slices because I realized I can't really separate this into 4 meals. Okay, marinated soy sauce pork chop. Tastes good, but maybe a little bit on the raw side. I don't even know. Let's hope I don't die tonight. Oh my fucking god. So I was taking off my shirt because I was about to go to the shower, and then suddenly a short piece of hair, about this length, actually literally this length, entered my second finger here, and then I just spent over half an hour using this pair of scissors to dig it back out. And okay, it's not focusing. And for a moment, I actually thought that I'll never take it out. It's still not focusing. Still not focusing. There we go. But yeah, it's finally out. And it's already 2:58. And my finger is broken.